Hi, I'm Michael Pickering, founder of CloudConstable. In addition to being the founder of CloudConstable, I'm also providing some leadership for the theme of the SENTRYnet project called Building Trust in Visitors. And of course that goes along very well with all the work we do at CloudConstable. We have our own animated avatar solution called AVA, the Animated Virtual Agent. And we've got that running as part of daily operations doing COVID screening at the Ontario Regiment Museum in Oshawa. So for the SENTRYnet project in particular, we really want our avatar and other avatar systems that we're testing to be able to run with, or ideally even on, a robot. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we have a sort of a mobile stand or a mobile option for deploying our solution, making it easy to move, and ideally even being able to move it around with some kind of a robot, kind of working as a tug in that case. We have a new version of a custom stand over here. Now this one isn't quite designed yet to work with a robot, but at least it's meant to be easily moved. We've got casters that we can move it around on. We've got some very strong and reliable sensor mounts that are all custom made. We've got a new system, in fact, that allows sort of air touch, so you can gesture at the screen and provide input that way. And that's an important new feature that we think is going to be really helpful for the pandemic, but it also makes the solution a lot easier to use in general. Voice, of course, is a good way to interact with people, but in some cases, if it's a noisy environment or something like that, you might need to be able to just point at something, you know, choose option A or B, or even use an on-screen keyboard to provide some input. And we can do that with this AirTouch system where you don't even have to actually touch the screen at all. You just need to be kind of even near it. So that required some additional work on mounting sensors. So that's what we got up here on the new custom stand. And I want to actually set that up. I'm going to move some of the equipment off the old system into this new custom stand. While I do that, let's go out to the Ontario Regiment Museum and see more about what's going on there already. And then I'll come back and hopefully I'll have some more to show you after that.
Hi, my name is Emre Özkan. I'm a software developer at CloudConstable. Right now I'm in a Ontario Regiment Museum in Oshawa. I would like to tell you about what we are doing for the museum and also for the SENTRYnet project. We are trying to build the trust between the visitors and the AVA. So the AVA helps us to interact with the users by using many computer vision projects such as facial recognition, face detection, and the head pose estimation models. So those models are helping us to identify where is the user's face, and we are able to detect the face location and the eye location. So we are able to create an eye contact between the AVA and the visitor. So the second method is detecting head or nod shaking of the user. So if the visitor say nodding, we are able to detect this nodding as yes. How we are doing this? So we first get the first angle of the user, and then we are tracking the user's face if it's like going up and down, and there is a like difference between the angle between the first frame and the last frame. So we are detecting the angle. If the angle is above the threshold that we set, we are detecting this nodding as yes. And this goes for same thing for the shake. I would like to introduce you to the thermal camera. So the thermal camera gives us to the frame of the thermal image of the visitor. So we then upload this frame to the cloud, and then in the cloud we process the Python code to analyze those thermal image. So in the Python code we analyze, we locate the mouth of the user, and we detect the temperature values inside the mouth. So with the mouth location, we can extract the temperature of the visitor, and also we mark those points.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Neal Blowers, and I'm the Executive Director of the Ontario Regiment RCAC Museum in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And we're excited to be working with CloudConstable on the SENTRYnet solution. Working with CloudConstable, we developed the Master Corporal Lana AI Museum Assistant. And originally, Master Corporal Lana was supposed to be a new and innovative way to welcome visitors to our museum, to check them in during events, and to enhance the museum experience. In the summer of 2020, Master Corporal Lana was supposed to make her debut at one of our major events, the Aquino Tank Weekend. This is one of the larger tank museum events in North America with over 6,000 annual visitors. She would be welcoming VIP visitors, guiding them to their seats, and telling them about things to see and do around the museum during the event. Sadly, due to the COVID-19 crisis, that event was canceled and our museum was closed for the remaining of the year. We had to work with CloudConstable to pivot that technology to meet the regulatory and safety requirements of scanning and keeping our members safe during the closure. As a Canadian Armed Forces museum, we hold important military artifacts here, and including armored vehicles. Now, as you can imagine, these are important to our history, but they're also dangerous and controlled goods. So facility security is of the utmost importance. So we are, again, pivoting with the Master Corporal Lana solution to provide extra security to the facility at all entrances and exits. So eventually, Master Corporal Lana will actually have a photo record of everyone who entered and when they left. So if you can imagine that extra level of security that's keeping our facility safe, what it could do across the country. So keeping a video record and a computerized record of which individuals entered the museum, having facial recognition software so that staff members are timed in and timed out. Should there ever be an issue or anything go missing, we have those accurate records. As the technology develops, it's not difficult to imagine a very near future where a solution like Master Corporal Lana is not only at the entrances and exits of our facility, is not only answering questions to our visitors, but it's actually mobile as a robot type device moving throughout the facility, assisting the visitors, answering questions, and also keeping our facility safe and secure.
So we're back from the Ontario Regiment Museum, and I now have Master Corporal Lana set up on her brand new mobile stand. And I want to show a quick demo of the AirTouch feature, and we'll use another version of the character for that.
Good afternoon. I'm Ava, the animated virtual assistant. Welcome. In order to keep everyone as safe as possible, I'll need to ask you a few screening questions before you start your visit. Also, we'll need to save your answers along with some contact information in our database as mandated by the York Region Health Department. Are you ready to start the screening process? Do you have any of the following new or worsening symptoms or signs? Symptoms should not be chronic or related to other known causes or conditions. Fever or chills. Sore throat. Trouble swallowing. Runny nose, stuffy nose, or nasal congestion. Decrease or loss of smell or taste. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain. Have you traveled outside of Canada in the past 14 days? Have you had close contact with a confirmed or probable case of COVID-19? Your screening has been completed. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Ava. You too.